Ooh la 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 ooh la 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 ooh la la. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like this video at the end if you guys enjoyed it. Today we are going to be talking about self-empowerment, love, healing, and I'm going to tell you guys 5 ways that you can jumpstart your healing journey and things that have helped me along my healing journey. And to segue into that, I know I have not been on YouTube for like a whole month. I was doing really good with consistently posting and everything, but life just started lifing, and I didn't want to spiral on here and just, because I have filmed a few videos and a few vlogs where I was just kind of like spilling my heart out to y'all, and although that is transparent, I just don't think this is the time or the place. Like, I think there will be a perfect time and a place for me to tell you guys everything that has happened and everything that I've been through in these past 6 months. But I definitely don't think now is the time. And a couple of you have been asking me how I'm doing in Scottsdale and how I'm doing in Arizona. And I actually don't live there anymore. So I moved out of Arizona in January. I was living there with my ex-boyfriend, and we broke up, and it was this whole thing, and I moved back home with my parents. And since then, I have just rebuilt myself, rebranded myself, grown in so many different ways. I have reflected on so many different things that I've learned and grown through the process tremendously. So I see how everything is working itself out now. But yeah, y'all, life was lifing, and it wasn't that I wasn't filming. I was filming. I have so many vlogs that are just sitting in my computer. Like 5 vlogs. Like, I have vlogged. Like, I've been vlogging and I just felt like I don't want to bring negativity and bad energy on my channel, you know? And I wasn't negative in all of my vlogs, obviously, but there are just really deep topics that I was speaking about, and I just don't think now is the time or the place for that. I think there will be a time and a place for that, and when I do, I'm sure the video is going to be beautiful because there's going to be so many different clips of the year of me going through things and learning and growing. But I want to be here to help you guys who are just starting your self-love journey or your healing journey. Maybe you're going through a breakup, or maybe you're going through toxic family situations, or just anything that you're going through in life right now. I want to be here to help show you guys what has worked for me and what has been working for me. I know a lot of people also, before I get in the video, I just really wanted to like get all of this out because I haven't been on here in so long, and so many people are asking so many different questions and wondering how I'm doing. I'm actually doing really amazing. I just feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to just show social media that we're doing good, and we may not actually be doing good. You know what I mean? And I'm just so adamant on being authentic and being myself and being my brand. Like, when you see me on social media, this is exactly how I am in real life. This is exactly what I'm doing. This is exactly how I'm feeling. Like, there's no facade. And I just wasn't feeling good. Like, the past 6 months, I was not feeling great at all. And I'm not going to sit on Instagram and fake it. Like, I'm just not. So I was off social media. I'm still working through how I want to rebrand my Instagram page. But when I do that, then I'll be back on Instagram. But overall, you guys, I'm doing great. I'm working, I'm saving, I'm looking forward to my next move, which is in the works, and I'm just excited. Like, I don't know, life is good. Like, I have healed through a lot of things, I have worked through a lot of things, and I just feel very powerful and very strong, and I'm thankful to God. That's all I can say, is like, I'm very thankful to God. I would not have been in this position that I'm in right now, or feeling the way that I feel right now, if it wasn't for my strong relationship with God. And it honestly has gotten so much stronger in this season that I was in. And now I'm coming out of this season, and life is good, and I feel excited, and yeah. But I also haven't really been doing much but saving, because I'm so adamant on doing what I want to do when I want to do it. So that's where my focus is right now. I'm not focused on going on Instagram and going out into the club, and I will be. When I go back outside, I'm going to be outside. But as of right now, my focus is, keeping my head down, locking in, and seeing the progress that comes with that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be discussing 5 effective ways to jumpstart your healing process. And I just want you guys to always remember that healing is a process, healing is a journey. It's not linear. There's going to be ups and downs, and it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight, and it may not be something that even happens in a year. It's a continuous process, and I just want to make sure that that is emphasize before we get into the video. So without further ado, let me tell you guys some valuable things that have helped me along my journey, and I feel like it could help you guys. The first thing is practicing self-care and prioritizing anything that has to do with you. So that means, we're getting rid of our people-pleasing tendencies. If it does not feel right to you and your spirit, don't do it. It's all about internalizing and listening to that inner voice within you that's telling you this isn't a good idea, or maybe we should head in this direction, and just focusing on that. Because I feel like for a long time too, I would ignore it. Like, I would hear it and I would feel it, but I'd be like, you know what? Couldn't hurt to just do what I want to do. But at the end of the day, whenever you look back on things, you're like, I always knew this to be true, and I should have listened to this voice, but I didn't. Self-care overall is crucial in the healing journey, and that just means taking time for yourself, prioritizing self-care, like going to the spa or getting massages, or for me, getting my nails done. Getting my nails and toes done is a must. Like, for my mental health, getting my nails and toes done, I know it seems like such a simple thing, is a must for me, because it just makes me feel more put together. Like, can't go wrong with the classic French tip. Okay? But just doing anything, and honestly, that comes with experimenting too, because some people don't know what makes them happy. So it's like, I didn't know getting my nails done was a must for me until I was getting my nails done consistently, and then not getting my nails done and seeing how that affected me, or taking a bath. And like, sometimes I take a shower and I'll turn off the lights. I'll light like 3 candles, so the lighting in the bathroom is just from the candles. I'll put on a good playlist. I'll take extra long, you know what I mean? I have my facial steamer, steam my face, use good skin products, like things that really make me feel good and that contribute to my overall physical health. Sorry, I keep looking over, y'all. I have like notes. But yeah, like hobbies. I started painting. I have posted on my story. I'll probably insert a clip like right here. I started painting, and I'm really enjoying painting. It's super therapeutic. It's calming. And you never know, I might start selling some of my paintings eventually. Just doing things and hobbies that invest in yourself, and it'll boost your self-esteem and just provide you a strong foundation for your healing journey. Because if you take care of self, and that's with meditating and all of that other stuff, everything else just kind of follows. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is seek support. So healing doesn't always have to be a lonely process. You can lean on other people in your healing journey. I mean, as long as you are asking them if it's okay, you know what I mean? And just being mindful and knowing how to read the room. When you need to read the room. And that could be going to therapy. I went to therapy for a little bit. Calling friends, like my friends, and the friends that I have made through this journey have gotten me through tremendously, like more than my therapist had. And I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people don't admit that, but like my friends have gotten me through my healing journey. Love them down. Okay, love them down. Like, I love them down. Like, And that's not even like, they're not telling me what to do per se, but just having somebody who can be a listening ear, someone to lean on when, you know, those nights get lonely. When those nights get lonely and you start getting in your head about things, just people who know you and can get you back in your, like, no, you are that girl. You have a lot to accomplish. You have a lot to look forward to. You've accomplished so much already. You know, just people to remind you that you are that girl. And that's why it's so important to have a circle of friends who are trying to strive to do better for themselves and who have a good relationship with God. For me, these are things that are important for me, who have a good relationship with God and who are always striving to do better themselves, because it's motivating and it's like, okay, I believe you. You know what I mean? Like, I trust you. Like, you're here for me. You want the best for me. You're not jealous. You know me. Like, it's so important to just seek outside help for things. Like, you don't have to go through the healing journey alone. And honestly, it's a lot harder to go through the healing journey by yourself than it is to seek outside help. Like, it takes a village. It really takes a village. And it takes a village for everything. It takes a village for marriage. It takes a village having kids. It takes a village healing. It takes a village getting through school. Like, it takes a village. Like, as humans, we need other people. Like, you don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have everything figured out. Just ask for help. Run it back, turbo. Run it back. Tip number 3 would be to embrace mindfulness and meditation. So something that is like super transformative. I feel like this is probably like up there with self-care for me. Being able to center yourself and look within yourself and understand your emotions in different scenarios and different circumstances is important. You know what I mean? Especially being a woman or anyone who's trying to practice femininity. That's been another thing I've been like super into trying to practice. Just being able to control your emotions, because a lot of the times we let situations take us out of character, and then we look back on ourselves and we're like, why? I'm embarrassed for acting how I was acting based off of my emotions on somebody else's actions. That is the biggest thing. It's like, people's actions towards you rarely ever have anything to do with you. It most of the time is a projection or things that they're dealing with on their own internally, and we in turn internalize that and take it as an attack on ourselves, and we react in that way because we're just like defensive. We're on defense mode. But once you learn that people's actions don't have anything to do with you and it has everything to do with themselves, your life becomes that much easier. Like, I don't care what other people have to say. I don't care what other people think, because I'm so in tune with myself and my spiritual calling and my purpose that like what you have going on over there is not affecting me in any type of way. And if it is affecting me in any type of way, I have the power to just remove it from my life, because this is my life. If I want a happy, abundant life with meaningful connections and good friendships and relationships, like if I don't have that from someone, I can just let it go. It just helps with your inner peace and your awareness, and you can process your feelings and let go of negativity and just think about the positive things and the things that are contributing to your life in a good way. So yes, prioritize that. The 4th tip I have for you guys, which ties into what I said a little bit earlier, is cultivating positive relationships. And this is so important. And this is like emphasized in anything that you can, like, anybody can tell you that you are who you surround yourself with. If you look at your surroundings in your circle and you want to know where you're going to be in 5 years, who are you around? Because at the end of the day, who you're around influences your decisions. It influences your mindset. It influences your outlook on life. It influences everything. And as much as we say, oh, I have my own mind and, you know, I'm an independent thinker and nobody can influence me in any type of way, birds of a feather do flock together in some type of way or capacity. It's just important to evaluate the friendships and the relationships that you have in your life and how they're contributing to uplifting and inspiring you. For me, I don't want to be around anybody that doesn't inspire me. Like, I had been at a point for a long time where I felt like I was the friend that was the inspiring friend, or the motivational friend, or the friend that was always there with all the answers and all the advice. But then I had like felt drained because I'm like, who is giving me that advice? Who is there for me? Who is pouring into me as much as I'm pouring into them? And I had to evaluate and I had to realize, like, okay, the people who aren't, and this doesn't mean you have to cut everybody off. It's just you need to learn how to categorize. Once you learn how to categorize your friends, it's like you have different friends for different things. Like, if you want to go out, you have your going out friend. But then you have your core group, your core circle. And those are the people who should be inspiring you, who you should be looking up to, who you should be going to for mentorship and advice, who you should be bouncing ideas off of. You know what I mean? And it's super duper important to make sure that your circle is not jealous and to just evaluate their character. Like, the same way that you vet and evaluate a potential partner, a potential boyfriend, is the same way that you need to vet and evaluate your friendships. Because at the end of the day, they're all relationships, and they're all people who you're going to lean on in times of need, that you're going to grow through different seasons with, and that are going to be there for you to provide guidance and support. It's important to create boundaries and healthy boundaries with people so that, you know, they can be there to support and uplift you and push you along your healing journey. The last and final tip that I have for you guys is embrace growth and embrace self-reflection. It is so important for you to know who you are today in this present moment. You need to know where you came from. So, like, for a long time, I feel like I wanted to forget everything. Like, I just wanted to block everything out. I wanted to be like, the past is the past. I'm going to just block that part out and we're just going to move forward. Like, we're not going to think about all that. We're going to just, you know, keep pushing on in our day. We're going to push it in the back of our mind and it's just going to be gone forever. And unfortunately, those things come up in so many different ways in your journey moving forward. Like, these are all things, all the things that have happened to you and all of the things that you have been through all contributed to you being this amazing, you know, ambitious, successful person today, obviously. But the trauma that came from some of the things that you've experienced, they are still going to carry in your life in different and manifest into different ways. So it's just important to look back, you know, sort through all of the things, like, sort through everything so you know what your triggers are, because healing does not mean you're never going to be triggered and that you're never going to revert back to old ways of thinking or anything like that. But if you know where you came from, if you have evaluated all of the situations that have broke you down or, you know, built you up, you know what to work with. You know, hey, you saying this is a trigger for me because X, Y, and Z. Or you don't even have to tell people. It's just like, you know for yourself, so you know what to avoid. And I really took at the end of my, and I'm not going to say the end of my healing journey because obviously it never ends. But at the end of the bulk of my healing journey, I had to sit there and just look back on everything. And you'd be like, wow, what I went through that, I overcame that. It hurt me in this way. Now I have these things that I need to work through. And then it also helps you pinpoint what you still need to work on. So being able to just self-reflect and evaluate the goals that you did have, what you have accomplished, what goals you still need to accomplish, what, you know, milestones you need to set for yourself for the next 6 months or the next year, that all comes from looking back on your past and what you've been able to do. And it helps you if you are someone who doesn't know their purpose or doesn't know what path they're supposed to take in life. Looking back will help you identify that purpose. Like, oh, I was doing this at this time and this was when I was the happiest. Why was I the happiest at this time? Okay, maybe I need to start trying to implement some of those things when I was super happy into my life now where I'm not so happy. You get what I'm saying? And overall, just by understanding yourself better, you'll be able to gain clarity on what you truly want and need, and it'll allow you to make executive decisions on what you need to take out and what you need to keep in your life and the choices you need to make to align with your authentic self. And I said a little something like this in a vlog that I made the other day, and I don't know if I'll be able to post that vlog because, like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna think on it, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about it in this video. Something that I realized is the importance of just being able to take time to yourself, because when you're by yourself, you're able to really evaluate and be like, is this something that I want in my life? Like, for example, if you're in a relationship, a lot of women find themselves getting lost in their relationships because they're intertwining their friend groups, they're intertwining their time, they're never taking time to sit with themselves. And I find that it's harder to make, like, you have to think of your life like you're the boss in your life. Your life is a business, you're the CEO and the boss. And sometimes in businesses, the CEO has to make an executive decision to let somebody go. If they're no longer serving the company's needs, the company's goals, the company's policies, if they're no longer serving the company, the CEO needs to make, or the manager or the president or whoever, the boss, needs to make the executive decision to let that person go. And when you're constantly surrounded by somebody or never really getting the space to like reevaluate and get back to yourself, it's harder to make that executive decision to let go because you're so familiar, you're so aware. And I feel like for a long time I was like, okay, but I'm scared that if, I give space, this person won't want to be around me anymore. But it's like, do I want to be around this person anymore? Like, I get whatever they got going on, cool, whatever. You can't control other people's decisions and what they choose to do, but you can control your decisions. Is this person aligning with my life? And this could be a friendship, a relationship, family. Is this person contributing to my goals and my vision that I have for my future life? If not, it's easier to make the executive decision when you have that space by yourself to reflect and to know. But yeah, that was I wanted to tell you guys that because I don't know if I'm gonna put out the other vlog that I made. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know before it slips my mind, because I just feel like that's important for somebody to know. I don't know who, but I just feel like it's important to just make sure you have your own life, go on your own trips, have your own friendships, live your own life, do everything for you. If you want to start a business and your man might not be wanting you to, leave or whatever, start that business for yourself. If that's what you really want to do, if that's what your spirit is calling you to do, do it. Go live in that state that you want to live in. Go take that trip that you want to take. Go do those self-care things that you need to do by yourself. Spend time with yourself. Keep getting to know yourself, because we constantly evolve too. Just as much as someone else can constantly evolve, we constantly evolve. So we have to constantly get to know ourselves and check in with ourselves so we know, okay, this is where I'm at in life right now and this is where I'm trying to go. Overall, jumpstarting your healing journey is an empowering step towards personal growth and resilience. just always remember to practice self-care, seek support, embrace mindfulness, cultivate positive relationships, and engage in self-reflection. Each step will bring you closer to being a better you, healing you, and just overall providing you a fulfilling and happy life. And that's all we're here to do. That's all we're here to accomplish. And, you know, don't put so much pressure on yourself to like have everything done at once and accomplish it by 25 and, you know, make 6 figures in a year. Like, take time, like be patient with yourself, have gratitude in your journey, and just continue to just pour into yourself and nourish and water relationships that also pour into you, and have an equal give and take. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Look forward to videos like these because I have just been through so much and I want to share my knowledge with you guys and everything that I have learned. And if you guys want to keep up with my life, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's all going to be linked in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.